Aashim, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation, and thank you so much for doing this at a short notice. I know there's been so much of drama that has happened, but I'm sure drama must be there on the sets of Taj also. How has it been so far?
Drama is an understatement. Haven't you seen the trailer for the second season? Have you managed to watch anything of the first time?
I have seen the first, yeah.
Okay, great. And what do you think?
It is amazing. I actually first thought that they might not be able to do justice because it's obviously a period drama. There's so much that you have to amalgamate in it. But as an audience, there's not even one iota where I thought, okay, fine, I'm getting it's quite a drag. No, I was enjoying. I wanted to see what is happening next. So it's a winner that you have at hand.
Great. I think then I think we've done something well. I'm glad.
So you tell me, how was it playing Shah Salim, the royalty element and all of that? How did you set into that space?
You know, Griha, I actually did not have too much time to prep for this role. And I've been saying this a lot because I know like the magnanimous responsibility that the character sort of came with since it's already been played before. And we all know the great Dilip Saab played Salim. And, you know, so when there's something like that already been done with such grace and such authority, you only feel like, okay, now how do you make this interesting enough for people today to make it also relevant and also like for people to like, you know, to have it be relatable. So because I didn't have too much time, there was a lot of conversation with my directors about this, and I practically had a week to like train for everything and get into the skin. But I think like I give full credit to my director Ron for the first season because he like literally took me through it. He said like there's a reason why we cast you for Salim. We don't want anybody else to play Salim, and we know that we have something in you, and we will go through this together. And that was the day when I realized that, okay, I mean, these are people who have so much confidence in me being Salim. And that sort of, you know, like really like gave me that push. And that's when I thought that, okay, you know, like, how do I make this interesting? How do I make Salim lovable? How do I make him relatable and real? And that's when I sort of got myself to put myself a little bit of myself, and then like understanding the period drama, the essence of that, and just played along with him. And then I think just as and when we started shooting, it just became more and more like Salim. I saw Salim coming to life, and the sets were so magnanimous. The costumes were so beautiful. So everything coming together, it just like it, you know, it just we felt like we were in that era, and that was a really interesting feeling to have. And also the script, it was a very well written, very well read script. So I think all these factors came together. We had a great team, brilliant bunch of actors. So yeah, when all of that like sort of steps in, सबका मिलन होता है ना, तो I think it just, I thought that it was magical. And I believe that people have really given it a lot of love, and I hope that season 2 that's coming out soon now, the second part, would also be showered with the same amount of love, or probably more.
You started, saying that you never really imagined yourself playing Shah Salim. What really was that one push? I mean, it has to be coming from that one person or something that gives you that sense of conviction that you can actually play to the T. Because from your very first shot, when I saw Taj season 1, the kind of confidence that you have actually gotten into the character with it speaks immensely of you as an actor. And I'm not saying it because you're sitting in front of me. I have seen films like Tumbin. So to imagine you from Tumbin to play Salim, it's like a far cry. These are two extremes of the spectrum. So how did you actually fit yourself in that way?
Let's just say it's been a beautiful journey of growth, of learning, of understanding myself as an actor, as a human being. And I've said this before, that I don't think that I would have been able to play Salim if it was 2 years back, or if they would have given me the character about 3 years back, or even a year back, like from the time we started shooting. Because I felt that there was, you know, like every time in your life you are at a place which is sort of synonymous to the kind of characters you get, and then it becomes that, like, you take something from your life in that moment, in that period in time, and then you put yourself in that position, and sometimes it's completely contrasting. So for me, this was a mix of blend of both. I felt like the kind of confidence Salim needed, I had. I've grown to become that actor that I believed that Salim was ready. I was ready to play that character. So it's an amalgamation of all these years, and all of them sort of coming together to the point that I was absolutely ready to give Salim everything that I had.
Okay.
And henceforth, I realized that this is a character that I want people to really recognize and say that, okay, I don't have control over what people would say, but I genuinely believe that this character I need to make really relatable and lovable, so that whenever people watch me on screen, it has to be that, okay, I wish I had a lover like Salim. It's in the eyes. It's the way he looked at the women that he loved. Well, not everybody, but mostly Anarkali. It's basically about the way he was with brothers. The love, the passion with which he loved. I wanted that to sort of come out and really translate in people's in the way I say my lines or my dialogues and my emotions. And when people saw that, and they, I want them to say that I've been through this, and I want like a brother like him, or I want a son like him, and I want
So when you say that, Aashim, how do you keep that momentum really going? Does it add to pressure as an actor that my next project needs to match up to what I did with Taj? Does it anywhere come in your mind?
It's not about my next project or my last one. It's more about the present, like an actor's journey begins and ends with an action and a cut. And the preparation that comes before that is a completely different thing. But like when you reach the set and when you're performing and when you're in a particular frame and a state of mind in a show or a film, those are the moments that needs to be real. Everything else is white noise. Between action and cut, if you're there, if you're present, if you're absolutely truthful, then that is your everything and be all and end all. And for me, like, I can speak for myself, but like the past, you can't take the pressures of the past and take it on the present and then, move forward, because that will just pull you down. And you can't think about the future and yet be in present, because that's going to be aspirational or whatever. And then, you got to come back to that. So every time I feel like there's something that bothers me from the past, or there's a stress about the future, I just feel my feet on the ground and ground myself and tell myself that this is what it is. This is the moment that I have. This is my reality and this is my truth. So when I go forward with that intention, I believe that everything that I do in the spectrum of my performance and my show or the film that I'm doing, it comes to life. And if I believe it, then I believe that the audience will see that.
Okay, so it's everything is buzzing when it is about social media, when it is about news articles about you, Aashim. It's because of the show, of course, people are talking about it, and that speaks volumes about how well has it reached the people that you wanted them to reach. So I was just going through a couple of Google News pieces about you. So I'll just have those headlines, and I want you to respond and react to the headlines. So the first one says, Aashim Gulati hoodwinked his mind while filming with Naseeruddin Shah in Taj. What does it mean? Hoodwinked your mind?
Basically, what hoodwink means is that you trick yourself and you tell yourself that this is not Naseeruddin Shah. Because if this is Naseeruddin Shah in front of Aashim, then Aashim would probably be a little intimidated by Naseeruddin Shah, and also because of the kind of body of work that Sir has. And that could sometimes be intimidating. Although he's a lovely man, I absolutely have like such great respect, and he's such a warm and a gentle giver, like in terms of this craft, and when he's on set, he's amazing. But what that means is that I had to tell myself that, listen, this is not Aashim and he's not Naseer. I am Salim and he's Akbar. So with that mindset, what happens? When you trick your mind and tell yourself that this is not real life, this is real life. So when you're in that space of mind, then you're just like you're like a horse with like you're just going straight and looking at him as his father, who's has a love-hate relationship with, and that's when I could do justice to the scenes that I performed with him. Otherwise, if I kept thinking about the Nasiruddin Shah, the great actor, then Aashim Gulati, the somewhat whatever actor, would probably sizzle out. So I didn't want that pressure, and so I used to tell myself that no, like forget about Nasiruddin Shah. I don't care about it. It's about Akbar standing in front of me, and that's when I can do justice to my character.
The second one is even more interesting. Was asked to get a lip job done. Aashim Gulati says that he almost went under the knife. What is this all about, Aashim?
Oh, this was really it was very juvenile. I just came to Bombay many years back, and somebody said that you need you need or a lip production or something like that. And at the time, I was just like, man, I really need to get a lip production because I think this ain't cutting it. Yeah, let's not get into the details, but let's just say that okay.
Oh my God.
I just looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, maybe that person's right, and I would have to go under the knife and get this done. And then suddenly the better senses prevailed, and I said, no, I think I should just accept myself the way I am and just go on and do my thing. So yeah.
How did it begin for you, Aashim? How did you actually think that these are the options before you, whether it is modeling or get into full-time acting? What was the first inkling that actually nudged you in this direction?
Sorry, can you repeat that question again?
I want to understand what really egged you on. How did you think that you want to become an actor?
Okay. So this ये 1957 की बात. A while. Okay, so this was when I was in school. I was in a boarding school, and that time I used to throw मतलब bully करते थे. तो मेरे को एक जुलूस था कि वहाँ पर हमारा एक प्राइज गिविंग प्ले होता था हर साल. तो उस प्ले में मैं मतलब हमेशा खड़े हो जाता था कि मुझे करना है ये, एंड उसकी ऑडिशंस होती थी, एंड प्रिपरेशन फॉर दैट वाज 3 months. तो 3 महीना मतलब लोगों बच्चों से दूर रहना और प्ले के लिए तैयारी करना, दैट वाज लाइक कि भाई बच गए. अब तो यहाँ पर मतलब एटलीस्ट मैं परफॉर्म कर सकता हूँ, स्टेज पे होगा, लाइट्स आएंगी, परफॉर्मेंस होगी, लोग तालियां मारेंगे, बड़ा मजा आएगा, और एटलीस्ट मैं इस लोगों से दूर हूँ. तो ये कर करके मुझे मजा आने लगा. फिर अब I started doing more and more theater, and then I did like 5 years I was there, and I did theater every year. I was in the main play as one of the leading roles, and that really gave me a lot of confidence, and also the understanding that I don't want to just be myself. Like I don't want to just be Aashim. I want to be like many people. And the best part is that when I'm those people, then I don't have to. Then those are the people that are coming to life, and Aashim is just gone. So that's a very interesting and that came to me in a very early on in my life, and I realized that this is very interesting. You're getting to be like other people and live their lives and perform, and then people clap and people give you like a lot of love for it, and when it's good, then you get that that sense of validation. Yeah, maybe kuch kar sakta hu. And so that was that feeling that I had when I was in school, and that's when it all started. And then I just came to Bombay when I was it's been 12 years here, and I just wanted to work. I just started working, and I did not know that ye acha ye bura hai. मेरे को तो बस काम करना था, पैसे कमाने थे. फिर एक ड्रीम था कि यार एक दिन जुहू सर्कल में, जुहू के वहां पर एक बड़ा सा मेरा एक पोस्टर हो. तो वो एक ड्रीम लेके मैं आया था, और आज I keep crossing Juhu because I go from Juhu to Bandra a lot, and I see myself every single day, and I just have the biggest smile on my face because I'm like, man, dreams do come true.
Yes.
And in fact, I did a film called U-Turn. I have a small part in it. And all over Bombay, there's like Taj, and then I see U-Turn, and it's everywhere. And it's such a nice feeling because, this is something, if people are listening who have dreams, who think that it's tough or not. Either or. It's just testament to the fact that perseverance and patience, it will just take you such a long way. And I am sitting right here, and I'm so glad that I'm talking to you, Priya, on CNN News 18, which is a privilege for me and it's an honor. And I feel very blessed and grateful, and I have to tap myself at the back and remind myself that this is what you love to do, and this is because of what I love to do. I'm here because of that. So whatever this thing, just do what you love, because it is going to take you places.
That's beautiful, Aashim. That's really beautiful. While talking to you, I also thought that you're a man of multifaceted personality. वो अंदर से आ रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों बात करके. And I also heard someone sing before we were connecting that interview, and I'm thinking, I'm guessing that's you. So you have a decent enough voice. Now that you are on a high, what is that one song that's going on in your head? And if you can sing that for me, please.
पल भर के लिए कोई हमें प्यार कर ले, झूठा ही सही, झूठा ही सही. I am a bathroom singer.
नहीं, बिल्कुल सच्चा प्यार होगा जिस तरह की performances आप कर रहे हैं, Aashim. That's very, very nice of you to actually say that. That's lovely words. I loved every bit of this chat. Thank you so much for doing this. It's my privilege and honor to have you and to host you. That's really, really nice. And keep doing the good work that you're doing.
Thank you. I hope to speak to you soon. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Same, yeah. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.